turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center, guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
That's about as exciting of a one-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The Smith's throw going into the hands of Williams. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. On the return is Williams. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and the Lions will take over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that carries over to this week as well.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Pete Carroll none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, Gibbs, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they? How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 17 carries, 97 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Up the middle they go. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Geno. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's got room at the 30. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 11 yards on the pickup there. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to work. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Here's Williams to return.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this 1st half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this 1st half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return an interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. 2nd half kickoff ready to go. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Looking to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Flushed out right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Gibbs. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs, and he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. On first down, Smith. Williams brings it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Smith now to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10, Smith again.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Now Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try the air now with Smith. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly from 8 yards out.
And the Seahawks take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Gino's going to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Trying to lay one up deep, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
After the sack on first down, Smith throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well, as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now Gino on first down. Got his man. It's Williams.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing again is Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
He's got room at the 30.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Smith on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down and goal. Smith. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Christian Watson
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. It's Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They run the counter. Gibbs.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they will take a knee here.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for Detroit, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next